Let me ask you a question. Have you ever locked anybody up? Have you wondered what it felt like to lock somebody up? I don't think that's been on any of our wish lists. But come with me just for a moment as I take you on a mini journey, what it's like to lock somebody up. Here you are. You're dealing with a group of people. It may even be a family. And there's a situation going on in which you were called to the scene. And while you're there, you're assessing the situation. You already got an initial report from headquarters, what the situation is, the nature of the call. But still, when you get there, you have to assess things. And it's your hope that you can calm the situation and walk away peacefully, or that no one goes to jail. But usually when it's in a crowd of people, tempers are flaring, you'll have someone in the bunch that will say certain things or tell you what you can't do and may challenge you. And don't let it be someone who you know or a family or a group of people that you know, because the last thing you want to do is have to arrest anybody when you have the authority to do so. Imagine that. Put yourself in that situation. If it was you, how might you handle that? Though you haven't had any training, but still, just from the conscious mind, what are your thoughts? What are you thinking? How might you handle a situation where there's arguing going on, maybe profanity, and sometimes physicalness take place among themselves? And you are called there to separate it, to stop it, to bring some order. And then that person that speaks out loud, say what you won't do, why you won't do, when you gonna do it, and you can't do a doggone thing to me. What do? Will you still try and calm the situation? I know I did. So that you didn't have to arrest anybody. Arresting someone is not a joy. But when you have to, you know you have to. Let me ask you this. Would you have the courage to stand one-on-one, or maybe one on several or group of people? Or just maybe you and your backup, maybe 3 of you there among a group, maybe more. Would you have the courage to take that step and actually arrest somebody when you've given them lawful commands to obey, to stop what they were doing, and they refuse and they challenge you? And you have to take this step to actually put hands on someone to get them under control. Close your eyes and visualize this being you. You are the one called to the scene to help. Visualize yourself as that person taking the call. And you have decisions to make. How might you handle that? What if the person decides to challenge you physically? How might you handle that? I've been blessed that never happened to me. But put yourself in that situation. Could it happen to you? Visualize you, that being you. And then you take that step. And don't let it be a warrant. Because if there is a warrant, first of all, dispatch is going to tell you. You'll know about it. And everybody else that has radios out there, they know about it too. So what do? You take the step. You get control. And somebody may be on the side saying, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to be that aggressive with that person. But if you're going to take that step, you can't be soft, can you? Because if you take that step, that's a step of force. That's a step of power. But it can be power given on the other end to you, taking that step. So it's not your intent to want to seem to be physical with someone. But you understand and realize this. If you're taking that step, it's a serious step. It's a step that can bring harm to you. It's a step that can put you in danger. It's a step that may even take your life. So imagine that's you. You're the one going to the scene. You're the one trying to calm the storm. You're the one getting into verbal altercations. You're the one that's being challenged. And you're the one that has to initiate the step of possible takedown. Imagine that. Put yourself in that situation. Could you do it? Would you do it? What would you do? Think about that. That's truly something to think about if you were in that situation. Imagine that.